Hi there, Sandra here from the Schwowin's Nest. I've got two cute farmhouse thrift store flips for you today. The first one is using this frame that I thrifted for $4. It's not wood, it looks like wood, but what I'm going to do is take it apart and make it look more like wood than it really is and give it a farmhouse touch. This backing paper is a really nice touch to make things look more finished, but unfortunately they did a really messy job of putting it on. It has all sorts of staples and glue, so I'm just going to tear it apart and then fix it up at the end. I've taken the picture backing off and the glass because I won't be using the glass at all. I'll set that aside. And what I'm painting it with is just a white color of eggshell paint. This gallon I picked up for $20 at the Restore, and I just love it. It's a really nice paint. It goes on well. I did have to do 2.5, almost 3 coats just in a few spots because I wanted some really good coverage for this. I'm going to do some stenciling on the frame itself because this is a really nice wide frame, so I have lots of space to do that. And I'm just using some laurel leaves, some black DIY chalk paint, and a makeup sponge, and I'm just going to sponge on this pattern. I'm going to do it on the top, and then I'm going to repeat the pattern on the bottom of the frame. Using an old stiff brush and some black chalk paint, I'm going to give it a distressed look. I'm going to go up and down in the direction of how the wood grain would be, and then that will just give it the effect of being real wood. I used a really light touch with the black. Now it's time to fit the backing and put that back in so I can do something with the front of it. I'm just going to use some hot glue and just glue this cardboard right back into place. I'm also going to add some glue all around the back of the cardboard just to make sure that it's nice and secure. Here I'm adding some twine around the sides. I just wanted to give it a little bit more of a rustic look while still kind of keeping a little bit more of a modern farmhouse theme. You're probably wondering, when did I put that homeward on it and do the shiplap on the front? I skipped showing you that because I didn't want to take up time for something that I didn't keep. I ended up not liking that, so I decided to take some charcoal chalk paint and paint the square inside charcoal and do a different type of homeward on it. So here I am just touching up with some dark gray Waverly chalk paint, and I think it looks a lot better. I just didn't like that the first one was just so white. It was too stark. Although white is nice, but I just wanted this to look a little bit different. So I'm really liking the look of it with the dark interior. I also changed up the design of the word home. I decided to use some capital letters and just sponge them on instead of doing freehand with a little bit more of a loopy design like the original. So this is what happens when you're crafting. Sometimes you do something and you have a vision in your head, but it just doesn't turn out the way you thought. So hey, it's paint. You can change it. You can do whatever you want with it. So don't fret if you've got something that you created and you don't really like it. Just start over and make it something new. Now I decided to add a few more laurel leaves inside the frame. So I'm just taking part of the stencil that I used on the outside of the frame, and I'm using some white chalk paint and just giving it a little bit more of a design just to bring the whole thing together. My second project for you today is this rusty old grater. It has some great color to it. It's got some shiny spots, some dull spots. There's rust all over it. It's just really cool. And I thought it would make a really cute flower display and maybe a little bit of a useful item on it as well. I'm going to take some painter's tape and tape off the same amount on the bottom and the top, and then give the middle some chalk paint. I'd like to give a big thank you to all of my current subscribers and viewers. I really appreciate your support. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, I'd love for you to hit that red subscribe button and stick around a while. I ended up giving this about 2 coats of chalk paint, and now I'm just starting with some twine, and I'm just going to wrap the twine around the bottom edge and the top edge of the chalk paint just to give it a little bit more definition. I started by gluing the twine inside one of the grater holes just so I wouldn't have too much of a rough edge, and I'm just going to wrap it around a few times on the top and the bottom and glue it in place. I rummaged through my stash and I found this cute little binder clip that I thought would be really cute to glue on in case someone wanted to display a picture or maybe some recipes if they're going to use this in the kitchen. I just thought that was a cute little addition to make this a useful project. Lastly, I'm going to glue some florals and greenery into the grater, and I'm also going to have some sticking out of the sides and through the holes of the grater, just so it looks like there were some plants on the inside of it and they just naturally grew out. I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some inspiration to create some farmhouse decor for your home. If you like what you saw, I'd love for you to like, comment, or share. Also hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already, and the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching.